the first consideration that we look at is the amount of electricity that the farm uses. Typically, a farm is apt to use a lot of electricity if they're drying grain or have produce and are running coolers or have livestock and are running fans. The basic application is that this solar power system is going to generate electricity, and the first flow of the electricity is always going to go to the farm's use. But at times when the farm may be producing a surplus of electricity on a bright summer day, then that surplus flows back through the meter and back to the grid, and the farm gets credit for that. It's more or less selling electricity back to the grid. It's catching on big, and there are very strong incentives right now for investing in solar power that include USDA grants. There are 2 different tax benefits, a tax credit and accelerated depreciation, and other incentives as well that amount to about an 80% discount, or I should say reimbursement, on a solar power system.
Well, my thought process started when I started looking at my electric bills over the last several years, and my usage really hadn't went up, but my price that I paid for it seemed to go up maybe almost every year, but every other year. And I thought, man, what can I do to reduce my electricity? Well, I really don't waste electricity, so I thought, well, what can I do to create electricity? And I looked at wind power, wind generation, and I wasn't too enthused with the maintenance on a wind system, and so I got to looking at solar, and I thought, maybe that's my answer. The final decision was the fact that the tax incentives, the investment tax credit played into it, the depreciation that you could take, and then the REAP grant, the federal grant that was available, made it all so that it was financially feasible to put the system in.
The first thing I would do would be to look at their electric bill and assess their electricity consumption. And then I would talk to the farmer and see what kind of space they might have available. And then, then I would do a sort of a customized financial profile of a solar power system for that particular farm and see if it makes sense for the farmer. It doesn't always fit for every farm, but when it does, it's really a beautiful thing.
For Brownfield TV, I'm Dave Russell reporting.